Hi, I'm Sally.
And I'm Alan.
And we're Sal and Al.
The Woolslayers.
Welcome. This is episode 32.
Yay!
Yay. This is a knitting podcast.
Yes. We're going to talk about knitting.
In case you're wondering, lots of yarny goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't knit, if you crochet or weave or you're just interested in yarn, I think this might be the episode for you, judging by that bag. That's just off screen.
Might have a little bit.
Someone had a birthday.
Right?
So yeah, I'm Sally. You can find me on Ravelry as Sally Wren.
And I'm on Ravelry as Alan Loves Yarn. ALLYN.
Yes. Not like an Allen wrench.
Right.
You can find us on Instagram under Woolslayers Podcast, Facebook, Sal and Al, the Woolslayers. And we have a Ravelry group. Yeah, Sal and Al, the Woolslayers. Yeah. Anyway, all that boring stuff out of the way.
Right.
Did you have any fails?
No. Because I didn't do enough.
Right?
To have a fail.
Yeah, when you're not really knitting that much.
Right.
You don't.
I did get my mojo back though.
Oh, good.
But only in the last 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
So I still didn't get much done.
I'm getting there. I only want to work on one thing though.
So maybe it's not that we're losing our mojo. Maybe it's not we're loving the projects we're working
I think
on.
I got a little bored of my projects. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think I need to do? I think I need to sit down with I haven't done any scrap blanket squares in a while. And I feel like that really gets me like motivated.
Well, you can see progress quickly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
That's
so
one of the things
I need to
liked
get
about
that
the
out.
shawl. Was like you changed colors so quickly, you changed texture so quickly, like you really felt like you were making progress.
Yeah. So I need to get that my basket with my scrap blanket out. I think that would help. But I do have one project that I'm super into. So I don't know. Anyway, so let's move on to Slays then. Okay. You touched on it.
I finished it.
Yay!
This is the Crown Wools
Mystery?
Yes. Crown Wools Mystery Knit Along by Casa Pinka. Anybody that's new, I had gotten to here. And
the last 6 inches are just the hardest, right?
Oh my gosh, I just kept going and like
you couldn't pick your colors.
Out. I couldn't pick up my colors. Finally settled on this. So
how cute is that stitch?
The little cable with lace.
Yes.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, it made such a difference.
That little twist in the middle is so cute. Yeah, you have to block.
Yeah.
I mean, I block everything, but like you have to block.
You have to block
this.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the first texture.
And there's little nuts
bobbles
or whatever in there. Cute. Then
you have the lace. And then I love this one. It's almost like a basket weave, but not quite. The green and purple are the same texture. And then this is a little lace. Is it kind of like a feather and fan?
Yeah, I would think that's yeah.
And then the orange had a little bit of lace, or it has texture and lace. I don't know. And then the pink
something.
The pink is just like a little pearl bump
texture
in a pattern. And the gold with the slip stitches.
I still love that one.
Is just incredible.
A lot, yeah.
And the shine's not showing up. It looks like metallic gold. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, it's a good color.
Then this was, I don't know, a texture. And I actually did it in 2 colors, in the white and the green, and then the Kelly green. So you can see it better in the Kelly green. Then this lace, I actually did pretty well with this lace.
Look at that blocked out.
Yeah. I mean.
Wow, that made a huge difference.
I
didn't even know that's what that lace looked like. I just thought, oh, that's pretty. But now you can actually see that looks good.
This texture I love, and I did it in the gray also, so you can see it there. And that was super easy. That was just a slip stitch. It's almost like garter, but with the slip stitch.
Oh.
And then this lace with the cable.
I think that is so cute.
Yeah.
That little twist up the middle is just so cute.
And then the final one. And then you were supposed to use this color here in this line, but I wasn't loving the high contrast of this, and I didn't want to do it again. So I used another yellow that I had that was kind of a speckledy. So it actually is yellow, but with pink and blue and all kinds of other colors.
Very cool.
So then I added tassels.
Oh, that's not in the pattern?
No, no. Clue 13 and 14, because last time we talked about the crown wools, she had said it was going to be, there was a bonus clue 13 and 14. That is fingerless mitts.
Aww,
to use your leftovers.
Oh, cute.
Which is a really great idea. Cute. And they're super cute. And I think you get them if you buy the pattern. Like it's part of the pattern. So you essentially have...
Even if you didn't do it as a mystery.
Exactly.
Cute. So you did tassels.
So I did tassels.
You're like, this
my
is
leftovers.
my bonus.
Like, I literally used every
one of them?
Anything that was 5 grams or less. I used in this. So there are some colors.
I love how completely they look like two different. They're two distinct tassels.
That's because I didn't know which method I wanted to use to wrap all the colors. So this one is wrapped in the order that I knit them in.
Oh wow!
So I wrapped on the inside with the turquoise and the green, and so it comes out more layered. So on the outside, it has these last two colors. So that's why I put it here. And then, because I was just, whatever, I'll experiment. For the
it's the only way to learn.
Right. For the other one, I held all the leftover yarn together and wrapped that. And then they obviously weren't all the same length. Right. And so they drop off.
Yeah.
So that's why this to me looks much more carnival. Like a clown tassel. Not that it's meant for a clown, but like
right.
I could see it on a clown costume or I don't know. Carnival.
More contrasty. It's more. There's more colors in it.
Yes.
And the other one
you can see all the colors.
Right. The other one's strongly blue and yellow. Yeah.
But yet you get the hints of the other colors.
Yeah.
So it still goes.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's weird how different they turned out.
Right.
Cool.
I know. So
that's a fun experiment.
Yes. I'm pretty excited about the experiment. I've learned something about how to make tassels.
And you wouldn't want identical tassels on a crazy shawl like that.
And I don't. I think you're right. Yeah. Because my other idea was to go like this. I went in the order that I did it in, so it ended up with these colors. My other idea was to go in reverse order, so I ended up with this color. But I didn't put this color in the tassel because I had a lot left. I mean, I could have used everything in the tassel, but I was like, I don't want to deal with taking pieces off and And
I think
5 grams or more, I can use it in something else. Yeah. I could do a mini swap with it or something like that. But less than 5 grams, no. So I'm very happy. I need to trim the tassels a little more, get them even.
Always.
Which I'll tell you, I thought I had them trimmed properly until I blocked them. And blocking these, I did different than I blocked this separately. I just got these wet under the faucet and just kind of squeezed them, made sure they were wet, and then laid them out. But I thought they were straight until I blocked them.
There's some little kinks or something in there, and it's not actually straight.
Yep. So don't really shape them till after you block them.
Or don't block them, and then they'll stay straight.
There you go.
But I'm the queen of block everything, so you know what I would do. I would block them and have to trim them out.
And I will say it's 12 feet long.
Literally.
It's so long. I laid it out on my island in the kitchen thinking, some will lay over. It'll be fine. No. Wow. I had to double it back around. Wow. It was so big. And then because it was so big and I was laying it out, I forgot to roll it to squeeze out the water. So it took forever. Oh. So for 2 days, I couldn't use the island in my kitchen. And I was like, nobody get food near this kitchen.
Right. Well,
because there's food in the kitchen. Like, what was I thinking? But it was the only, everything else was wood.
Yeah.
And I didn't have enough blocking boards.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. I will say I'm not sure how much when I was blocking it, I didn't love the parallelogram shape.
Oh.
Because it was hard for me to get it to
it is hard to block.
Really get into the right shape.
Yeah, and like whenever I'm blocking anything like that, you get kind of a wavy line instead of a straight line, and so you're always, and you have so many lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I didn't.
That's why no one touch it, because once you get it
Right.
set, it's like, you don't want it to dry wavy.
Exactly.
Drives me nuts.
And because I had to turn it back on itself, there was a section that wasn't pulled. And so when I flipped it to try to, get it all to be even, after a day and a half, that section that hadn't been pulled wide was more narrow. Mm-hmm. It's such a big shawl.
It doesn't matter. But yeah.
It
is hard to block something that large.
It is very hard. And I don't know that. Well, it's probably 2 feet longer than it would have been
if you hadn't added.
If I hadn't used so many extra colors, because I did extend some of the sections. Mm-hmm. But still, 8 feet.
Yeah.
Or 10 feet is still
long. How long is starting point? And that took up my whole king size bed.
Yeah, that's true.
And fell over the sides. Mm-hmm. So it's true. At least 8, 9.
It has to be.
So yeah. Yours would be dragging the floor. That would be dragging the floor over a king size. That's crazy.
Yeah. But it doesn't feel bulky on.
Good.
Like when I was wearing it, it didn't feel any more than
a regular shawl.
Starting point or one of those shawls. So
well, I'm sure that feels really good to have that done.
It does. And I loved using up my leftovers. I loved being able to dive into my leftover bowl and pick stuff out. So I will be happy to have more leftovers. And then have something.
Welcome.
Yes, I will welcome my leftovers. And what it also has done is it's been, when I think about other projects, it allows me to know, okay, I have a whole skein of this and I know this project's only going to use a quarter of it. It's okay.
It's okay.
I don't feel like I have to save it to use the whole skein or something.
Yeah.
So, yes, that is
it's a whole new world now.
It is. And I'm not going to try to put it back on.
Right?
Maybe later.
Yeah. So I only have a hoe. I don't have anything else finished. So,
bring it on.
Right. So, and I literally just finished. It's still wet. But I wanted to bring it because you guys aren't going to see these again because I'm going to gift them this weekend. So I wanted to get one completely finished. I actually stopped. I took this off the needles, put it on waste yarn because I wasn't at home.
Oh.
And so that I could use the needles to knit the heel yesterday. I was subbing first grade and they were in theater. So I was kid free for an hour. And so I did it then. I started it. I took it off these needles, put my needles in, cut through the afterthought heel and started the heel. And then I finished it last night.
I think that
it's pretty cute.
I love it.
Yeah, I like it.
I think that is a great idea because black would look good, but it would be so different.
It would be almost that's where your eye would go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I like it. And it used up almost all of
Did it?
I had a little bit left. I can probably get a blanket square out of the leftover.
Ah.
Because the other sock, I'm still working on that. Yeah, this is from
Adorable.
that Wool Elf yarn in the melon colorway. I wish there was a little less white. Because a watermelon doesn't have that thick of a white. Mm-hmm. But it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
fine. If you had used, I guess you wouldn't use it in a shawl. Because it was split into two. They're meant to be socks.
It was meant to be socks or gloves. Something with two. But I really like it. I think it's cute. And I think my mother-in-law will like it.
Yeah.
She had seen the yarn and was like, oh my God, that's so cute. It makes a watermelon. And I was like, all right.
Yep.
Got it. She wasn't asking for anything. But
when people are hard to shop for.
Yeah, sorry. And she loves red. It didn't hit me. I thought it did. Or I thought it was going to. She loves red. Red's her favorite. So I was like, okay, perfect. And that's why I almost did them with the red at the top.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, I like it this way.
I do too. So this is not a pattern. It's literally just 2x2 rib for a while, stockinette, rounded toe, afterthought heel, all just from
doing so
my
many
brain
in your life.
Yeah, it's just my recipe or whatever. So everybody's recipe basically.
Right.
So I like it. I like that I took the time to do a longer cuff. That's a long cuff for me. I think it's cute.
Yeah.
So you guys won't see the full pair because
but the other one's gonna look just like it.
It's gonna look just like this.
Pretend there's two.
Yes.
Squint really hard and you get double.
I think I'm pleased. I'm pleased with it. I think it's cute. And we have the same size foot, so I tried it on and it fits great. It feels really good actually. I was like,
maybe I keep these.
No, I shouldn't. I can't. So honestly, I should probably dig in my drawer and be like, do you like these? What about, because I have so many, like I need to share because I'm not wearing them enough.
Right. Well, because so much of our year you don't wear socks.
Yeah.
Well, I have another finished object. You have seen this before, unblocked. So this is the Italic shawl by Dallas Ann Princess. And my tassels, I literally made Sally sit here and talk to me while I finished the tassels.
They are not blocked because she just made those. Those are fresh.
Yes. So it is, let's see, the green yarn is Yarn Carnival Theremin in their high wire 3-ply. And the red is this. It is Flying Kettle. The Flying Kettle in tomato colorway. And it's their glider 2-ply.
I'll have to tell my kids that. They love saying, Amelia thinks it's hilarious.
Tomato
with an H.
Yeah, let's see if I can get it to show up.
Amelia loves to be like, are we having tomatoes? And she's like, I just love potatoes.
Because she's so fancy.
And I'm like, and then she'll say it over and over, trying to get a reaction. It's like, stop it.
It never looks good when I do it the first time, so I gotta adjust. So
I like the size of that one.
I like it too. At first I was like, it's so small.
I know.
But I like it too.
They can't all be huge.
Right. And it feels great. Like I like the fabric of it. It's
I would knit that again. It was a fun knit.
I would too.
I liked it.
And the cable lays down so nicely after blocking, and the red doesn't really show. But I do think if I did it again next time, I would do that. Pick up with the same color as the main color, so that.
Oh, that's your shoe. I was like, what is that? When you only see a tiny bit of it looks weird. Sorry.
So.
Very cool.
Thank you.
And you blocked it in distilled water?
I did block it in distilled water. I blocked this in distilled water. No dye out of this one.
Wow. Of all those colors.
Of all those colors. And some of those colors in there have bled in the past in other projects.
There you go.
Yeah. This I blocked in distilled water. The faintest green tinge.
Green?
So not even the red.
What?
I know.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I thought for sure you were going to be like, it was a little pink.
Right. No. Not any red. It was green.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I still haven't bought any. I need to.
Yeah. It's on my standard grocery list now.
Yeah.
I do not have distilled water. Yeah. And somebody commented on, it was like a month ago, they commented and about how, like, for long term, I might want to think about getting pH strips and just test my water and use vinegar and soap to balance it to 0 or whatever. Or
that's some
sciencey. It's supposed to be.
Some sciencey, you know what?
Right. But you know what? It's 89 cents for a gallon of distilled water, and I don't have to think about it.
Yeah, I feel like I would screw it up trying to balance it.
Right.
It would get worse.
Yeah, and then does your wool wash count as soap? Like,
I don't know.
So I don't know.
Oh, that sounds hard.
I know. And then
some people are more sciencey than me. And I feel like Erin, our friend Erin, she would probably love that. Trying to balance her water.
Right. Yes, she would.
She would love doing that experiment. Me, I'm like, I just ran those under tap water. My sock. Yeah, I didn't even use. I didn't even use wool wash.
Oh yeah.
But it was just to show it, so I'll block them together when I finish this one.
Yeah, make it smell good.
Yeah. So. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get this one back on.
Have fun. Good luck with that.
I know it's gonna take a while.
Okay. So do you have any other sleighs?
I have no other sleeve.
Okay, I don't either. So I guess.
Are you kidding? That's enough.
One half.
Really,
of
all it took was one little section of this and four tassels.
Yeah, and then like
that much of an
you blocked your
accomplishment.
shawl you finished a month and a half ago.
Right.
I'm sorry. No, so I guess I'll just real quick talk about my whip. Guess what this is? Obviously the second sock.
Right.
And I've got, let's see, the rest of today and Thursday and like Friday morning to get it done. So I'm not worried.
Oh yeah, you can whip that out.
Yeah.
Because are you at the turn?
Well,
or you've gotten
I'm doing
far
an
enough to
afterthought.
turn?
I'm not turning because
I
I'm
know.
doing an afterthought.
Yeah, I mean you've gotten past the cut.
The heel will be somewhere right here.
Oh yeah.
So I'm good.
You're great.
It's hard because I want to be working on my other whip that I haven't shown yet. So do you have any other whips that you want to talk about, or do you want me to talk about my new cast on?
No, I'll do my other simple little whip.
All right.
I have. Well, first we both still have birds of a feather going, but it just doesn't look different.
It doesn't look different, and I'm not gonna bother showing it.
Right, and I've done 4 new sections of it, or 3 new sections, but it still looks the same.
Yeah.
So
and I'm basically at the point you were last time.
Right.
So we'll show it next time.
I
But stay tuned because I'm going to show you the prize for the knit along for the birds of a feather in a little bit.
So I have made progress on my mitt.
Now, is this the one you made one?
Yes.
So this is the second
This is
mitt.
the second.
Gotcha.
And I almost had, I now, you know how you told me when I made a sock, cast the second one on right away? That's what happened with this.
Uh-oh, you didn't cast it
I
on.
didn't cast it on right away. And it's too easy to not do it.
It becomes an insurmountable task.
Yes. And you've already completed it once, so you know you can do it. Yeah.
But that's the problem. You've already done it.
Right. So it's the Waterhouse. It's called Waterhouse by Patricia Clift Martin, and it is a free pattern on Ravelry. And I'll show you what the other mitt looked like.
Cute. I still think that's so cute.
I love it. I used leftover yarn from it's Knit Pick Stroll in ash and black. It's from our Stranger Things cowl.
Oh, I should have been wearing that. This is like basically our Halloween episode. Dang it!
Oh, that's true.
Oh well.
I know. They're really fast. Like I did all of this in like an hour and a half yesterday. It's more. I'm slower on the 1x1 rib.
In black too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the worst.
Than I am in the Fair Isle.
Oh, me too.
Or the stranded.
By far slower in ribbing than Fair Isle.
Oh my god.
Fair Isle.
Killer.
Yeah. Fair Isle's the bomb.
It took me days to get 15 rows.
Yeah.
I did this in an hour and a half.
So this is hilarious that this is your other whip because wait till you see what my other whip is.
Oh, good.
It's a Fair Isle glove. And it's all I want to work on. Like, I don't even want to get it out because I'm going to be like, forget you, stock.
Right.
Okay.
Who needs a gift? She's there all weekend. Give it to her on Sunday.
Seriously.
Oh, is this the dandelion one?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Look at it.
It looks great.
It's the Wishmaker mitt. I think I'm actually going to alter it and make, I have enough fingerless mitts and like, let's be real. There's 3 days out of the year. Right. But it was cold when I cast this on and I decided I want a glove. Like I want it to cover my fingers.
Is there an option for that?
No, but it's basically a sock toe.
Right.
So I'm just going to.
And if you're not trying to carry the pattern.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to carry the pattern. I'm not going to do individual. I'm just going to make it a mitten. Because I don't have any. So, so this is the Wishmaker mitts, and I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. This is what she does is Fair Isle amazingness. And so it's going to be 2 little dandelions, and like they're blowing in the wind.
It's gorgeous.
And even
is that corrugated rib?
No, there's just a design. This is ribbing, and then the little design starts, and then even the palm is fancy. And I've got the thumb started over here. This is the thumb. How stinking pretty, right?
That is awesome.
Okay, so the yarn.
I was gonna say, what are those colors?
The yarn is, and it's a little tight, but I think I'm gonna like it. So the yarn is the teal is the Lazy Cat yarn that I had bought to make that mosaic shawl.
Oh, right.
That I started and was like, I hate this. I think it's called TLDR, like too long didn't read.
Oh,
I think that's that one. We'll correct it if not. The white is just leftover white, like Cascade.
Oh, is it from
sock.
Amelia Sock?
Probably.
It's the Cascade Heritage.
So. I think that's what it is. It wasn't. It didn't have the label, but I could feel it, and I think that's what it is. And the gray,
Is it dark blue?
No, this is Knit Picks kettle dyed in the Blackbird colorway that I've had forever, and it has been in several things. It was almost a hat for Mitch, and I was like, what am I doing? Making a fingering weight black hat? Like, it's been knit into so many things. It's hilarious. Like this one skein has lasted me forever. So that's just what you do, a little bit at the cuff and then up at the top. So I think what I have to decide what color I want to use to just make a cap, just to cap off the fingers. So I might use the black. I don't know. It's a tonal black and gray. It's really pretty. It's showing up really good on this camera. So yeah. So I just kind of got inspired. Yeah. Went through my scraps like you were saying, and it's all I want to work on.
So how much yardage will it use of the white and the teal?
It's very little.
Like 100.
It's very little. I don't remember. But when I looked at it, I was like, oh, I'm not like breaking into a.
Right.
And the blue, they were in those 50-gram skeins, so it was perfect too, So I'm not using half of a
giant ball.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, it's so gorgeous.
So
I love this. This is the kind of design that when people see it, they're like, oh, what? How'd you do that?
I know.
Yeah, and you're like,
and it's easy.
Magic.
Like, you know how you are like, oh, I just love brioche. It's so relaxing. But that's Fair Isle is that for me. I am addicted to it. Even
though it's not a regular pattern.
Absolutely.
It's a picture and not.
I love it. Yeah. I absolutely don't. It doesn't stress me out. Like, it's the best for me.
That's awesome.
Because it's engaging enough that it's interesting, but not so hard that I'm frustrated. I love it. I just love it. And yeah, like nothing else has gotten touched because I'm still working on my gnome. Haven't touched it. Okay, so you need 200 yards of the main color, which is the teal for me. 25 yards of color one, contrast color one, which is the gray.
25 yards.
Black. 25 yards.
That's nothing.
That gives you 2 mitts.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have plenty left over, and then 80 yards of the white or whatever color you want your dandelions to be. But
I want to. Interesting, because you still have to carry the white the whole way around. But I guess it does use less yarn to just carry it as opposed to making a stitch.
Yeah, it says 80, approximately 80.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. Yep, 80 yards of the white. For a second I thought I said it wrong, but no. Yeah, gorgeous. So it's a really good scrap buster or leftover way to use leftovers. I'm digging it. Yeah. Like, it's all I could do to work on that sock yesterday. I wanted to work on this.
Right. Especially because you were sitting at a desk.
And because I'm getting to the dandelion part, Like, that's what I've been waiting for, is the actual top of these flowers. So, or not flowers, whatever, weeds, I don't care.
Oh, I can't wait to see it finished and how you modify it.
Yeah, and I have to just decide. Let's see. So is this and I also decided, because so my fingerless gloves, I put them on, and they're in sock yarn, they're fingering weight, and they're fingerless gloves, and it wasn't enough. Like, I was cold, and so I was like, oh, I need to make me some thicker mitts,
Were you outside? Like at a game
and it was raining.
Oh,
yeah, it was raining. It was really cold. Like, was it last week? Oh my gosh! And I was just like, and also I'm like, once I get cold, I'm just cold, and so I wanted more but I didn't want to use, I didn't have anything in my stash that I liked for gloves for me. So I was like, and then I was like, Fair Isle makes it thicker.
Yep, exactly.
So even if I did leave them as fingerless mitts, like they're already warmer than my other ones. So
beautiful. They're great.
Yeah. So I'm super excited about that one. This is just the first one.
I'm glad you're obsessed with it. You'll be finished next time.
Should be. I should be. Unless I burn out on the second one, which doesn't seem likely.
Cast it on right away. That's all I say.
Absolutely. I wish I had. I mean, I'm like, what size? No, I don't. I only have. So I'm using. This is size 1, Haya, that I bought special to just add to my set because it doesn't come that low.
They're fixed or?
It's the interchangeable tip, and then but. When you go under a 2 at Haya, you need a different cable. So this is also a special size. It's the small sized cable. So he's tiny, so tiny. And
I should say on mine, I'm using the shorty set from Chalgu. So it's.
What needle size does it call for?
I want to say it's a 2.
Yeah, I feel like a 2 would probably be fine on mine. Or a 1.5. That's what I use for socks. I probably could have used a 1.5.
So we literally have all the lights off.
Oh, I know. It's super dark in here.
Super dark in here.
Look how bright it is.
Looks great on screen. So I can't read it because there's no light. Yep, they're 2s.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's raining outside and it's super gloomy and dark and like depressing.
It is. But it looks great on camera.
But we look wonderful on camera. And it's focusing. Yeah. So I'm using the shorties. So it's a little 9-inch. Is it even 9 inches? It's got to be, right?
I guess.
Maybe it's 7 inches.
Oh, I don't know.
But it gives me a beautiful fabric, and I just could not be happier with doing Fair Isle or stranded knitting with little short needles because I can't keep my tension right without that. So that's it for whips for me.
Me too.
Yeah. But I am excited to have my mojo back.
Yes. For sure.
For sure. I think I just keep wanting to cast on all the things. And
yes.
But I have these other things that like.
And I'm a finisher, so I'm not letting I really wanted those gloves. Otherwise I've been able to resist the new cast-ons.
Right.
But I kind of was happy to have a new one though, because otherwise I would have nothing that wasn't on last episode. So I felt like
that's true.
I felt justified.
Yeah. And I will say, with my birds of a feather, so you know how it's mohair and then fingering, like you use wool, regular fingering and then mohair. I fly through that fingering yarn. That mohair takes me forever, and I don't feel like my mechanics are that off, but you do less mohair than you do of the other, and I just fly through the other.
I definitely feel it definitely is slower, the mohair. I guess it's just maybe you're slowing down because it's so slippery.
And well, I think it's mostly the core of it. The silk part is so small that I really have to focus every time that I'm getting my needle in there.
For sure.
So as much as I love the look of mohair, don't know if I'm going to be knitting with just mohair. Yeah. Like carrying it with something.
Yeah, you don't even notice it then.
Notice. Yeah. Right. But with just the mohair, so.
I don't mind it. I don't even think that's why I'm not interested in mine. I think I'm just blah.
Right. It's really good dark knitting for me. Game knitting. Yeah. So that's what carries with me.
I don't get to sit and knit during games because I'm coaching.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
So
see, I didn't play any sports, so I can't coach anything.
Yeah. So I'm coaching Nolan's basketball team.
Right.
And I'm head coach and Mitch is the assistant, so.
Isn't that the way it is in life?
I mean, really. Also, he didn't play basketball. I played and I was a referee.
Oh, that's right.
So like.
Oh, so what do you think about the referees?
Well, it's fine because they're 6. They're little kids. Little. If it was like 10 and above, I'd probably get kicked out a lot, but. Yeah, so I'm definitely more qualified to coach than Mitch. But he's coached before, and I haven't. So,
similar to teaching, right?
We're a good team. Like he goes and gets the roster, the stat sheets, and he keeps the stat scores while I'm just yelling the whole time. Every Sunday night, I have no voice.
Again, as in life.
True story. It's true.
Good partner.
It's true.
He does all the work.
I do the yelling.
The paperwork.
Yeah.
Right.
So, so I haven't had like sports knitting because I'm coaching. Right. That would probably not work out very well.
Come on, you could finish the sock.
Maybe. I just feel like I might accidentally stab someone.
That's true. Accidentally.
Yeah, accidentally.
Okay, what's next?
So do you want me to show the KAL prize?
Oh, sure.
Okay,
yeah,
so here's...
Since we were just talking about...
here's the prize for Birds of a Feather knit-along in our Ravelry group. We have some entries. So if you have...
And I did go look at them after last time. They are really pretty.
Is there three? There's 3 or 4 in there. Yeah, they're very really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So first up, we have a Chalgu. It's a needle sizer and a gauge ruler, and it's got all the info. It even has knitting needle conversion chart and a crochet hook conversion chart.
And what I love about it is this part here where it tells you what all the yarns are, the yarn weights are, and how much yardage there would be.
Yeah, it's
and
really
what
cool.
Needle size to use.
So it's like an all-inclusive tool.
Yes.
And then we have a set of the Collage square double point needles. I think they're an 8. Yep, they're a US 8. So what's that, a 5mm set of DPNs. And I can't remember the, I know it's buffalo. I know it's buffalo wool, but I couldn't remember the 40%. Oh, I guess this is the happiness base. That's what I was looking for. 40% bison down, 40% pre-shrunk merino wool, 20% bamboo. I cannot talk. It's a 50-gram skein, so it's like 200 yards. And there's no name, I guess because it's just natural. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the natural color.
And it is not, there's some buffalo out there that's pretty scratchy. This is soft. So, and it's such a pretty brown, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It would make a great pair of socks.
Or a hat. And since that's kind of why I packaged it with DPNs, I was thinking a hat. But yeah, socks would be cool. Very, oh God, that would be so warm.
Toasty.
Yeah, so it's from the Buffalo Wool Company, from right here in Tejas, Texas.
And they come to DFW Fiber Fest.
Yep. So that's a really good that's our little prize for the knit along.
Which class registration opens
in 2
weeks?
I have to
Not
decide.
even 2 weeks.
I haven't decided.
I have. I want to take as many Amy Herzog as I can.
I know, but I don't want to take too many classes.
Well,
I'm like a one class kind of gal.
I did that last time. I didn't take too many, and it was really nice. But Kate Atherley, Amy Herzog.
Oh, I know.
I've taken everything there is to take from Stephanie Promick.
Yeah, I don't think I can take another.
I thought about it.
No, I don't know. Great. I'm like, I'll just take it again.
Yeah.
It's fine because I love her. But part of
and
me
then Franklin.
Franklin's coming back.
This year's lineup and Carson Demers.
There's way too many people.
I took the classes in Austin with Carson, so I don't feel like I need to take those again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take. I'm very excited that he's coming, but I'm not gonna take his class because I think he'll just he'll tick me off.
Oh, really?
There's my hot take. I don't want to know what I'm doing wrong. Thank you. How's that for a hot take, Carson? Because you know he watches.
Right.
I don't want him to tell me what I'm doing wrong. No, thank you. Blissful ignorance. Thank you very much.
I will say, since I took the class, I'm much more conscious of whenever I have pain. Whereas before I'd be like, what? I don't feel anything.
It's ibuprofen. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's from running. It's not from...
Right.
Oh my God, speaking of running. So you know we've had like a monsoon.
Oh God.
I ran a 5K. We had signed up for this 5K at our local brewery. It's literally like 2 miles from our house. Like, it's shorter to go to the brewery than the race. And so we get there, and the race is at 9. This was like 2 Saturdays ago, like a week and a half ago. We get there at 9. The race is at 9. We get there early, when we're ready, and we're just like, oh, we're going to get dumped on. Like, you just know. And it's like, can we go? Because the sooner we go, the sooner we might get back before it starts absolutely pouring buckets.
Yes.
So I was in the last mile, and it just opened up.
Oh.
And it was raining so hard. I felt bad for the people who were walking. Because, walking a 5K is a thing. Like, I've done it. Back before I started running, I walked plenty of 5Ks. They were just like, forget this, and turning around.
Really?
Yes, because, like...
Oh, yeah.
No, like, it was monsoon rain. And so I just gutted it out and finished. Because it was, for me, I actually had a personal record time. Because I was like, I got to get out of here. My shoes were absolutely 10 pounds. Like, and it's not because, you know how you step in a puddle and get soaked? Oh, right. This is literally just from the downpour.
Yeah.
Like,
wet feet are the worst.
I know. And so I was like, I don't want to get a blister, so I got to get this done.
Right.
So, yeah, I should have brought my, we didn't get a medal. We got a beer mug.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness. This rain has been ridiculous.
It has been ridiculous. We haven't played sports.
Every day's been a flash flood. Like, it's crazy. Yes, luckily we're playing basketball this year. Yeah. Otherwise, because like our little neighbor, he's missed like 6 games. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So anyway, that made me think of that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was
funny.
Yeah.
And we're expecting more rain today.
It's pouring right now.
But guess what I did? I planned Cade's birthday party for Saturday outdoors.
You're a very optimistic person.
Well, I figured it had to stop.
It's supposed to stop. Today's supposed to be the last day of it.
But she showed me the radar before, and it's like giant, the whole state of Texas.
Huge.
So okay, and that's about our weather.
Super boring. But I did think it was hilarious that I was like drowned rats. But I had a personal best time.
I know.
Personal record.
That's what you need, motivation.
Yes, I was like, get me out of here.
Right. Well, I have trophies.
I have 1 trophy.
Okay, you show your 1 trophy.
Okay. And I haven't even unwrapped it yet because I just thought it was so pretty.
It is.
Look I love just a simple.
I love the glitter tape.
It's just tissue paper with 1 little piece of glitter tape, and I just think it's so pretty.
But I could not wrap something with tissue paper like that.
Oh, I do it all the time.
I would tear it. Like I would.
Well, it's more than 1 layer.
Yeah, that's true.
I do this all the time because I wrap things in. I shouldn't say that. Sometimes I put things in my kid's stocking with Santa. Santa doesn't wrap anything in my house.
Right.
But sometimes I will wrap things and put them in my children's stockings. And I do I wrap with tissue paper and washi tape. So I was like, they're my people.
Right. I can't wait to see.
Show you what it is.
It's gotta be a book, right?
I had no, it's totally yarn. So I missed out when this first came out, and so I had to do the special reorder. This
sweater.
It's sold out.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And so, but luckily they were so kind to do like a reorder if you missed it.
Oh, really?
I don't think they usually do that, but there was such a high demand for it.
Right.
So I was like, okay, good. And I got the Pom Pom Quarterly. What do they call it? The Moon or something. The Moon issue. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty.
That sweater. I remember that sweater hitting Ravelry.
Autumn 2018. Yeah.
So that's just right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like it came out a while ago.
It came out like in July.
Yeah.
And I think they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Look at it. Not saying I'm going to make it. I would.
Right.
I mean, we know I love me some Fair Isle, but I just feel like I would look like an idiot.
Right. It wouldn't look good
if I can't be this lady.
Right.
I have no business wearing this sweater is how I feel. Because she is slaying it. Oh my God. I love it. Love it. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. So there's a lot of stuff in here that I want to
I love that sweater. I think that is so classic.
Oh, can I be her when I grow up? Right? Look at how
the brioche
fierce she is. I want her to model all the things. But yeah, I mean, I know I'm never making that sweater, but it is gorgeous.
And see, I would make that sweater because it's essentially...
I'm much more likely to make the moon sweater then.
There's the back.
That's a different sweater. It's in the same colors. But I love this. I probably will make this. I absolutely adore that.
Yes, the back.
And most of the time my hair's in a messy bun, so it's perfect to show off that pretty neckline. There's so much pretty stuff in here.
Isn't that the one that is Carissa? It is. Carissa Browning.
Yeah, our buddy.
Our local designer.
Hypatia?
I don't know.
Yeah, Carissa Browning. She's of the Wonder Woman wrap fame and the Lego Man mitts. She's in our local knitting group. Yeah. Yeah, super cool. So much cool stuff.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Oh, did you see this one?
Fringe.
I have much too large of a chest to try to pull that.
Right.
Yeah, I would be like, hey, look at my...
That's someone who needs chest and
Look at my giant fringe.
Right.
Anyway, I'm pretty excited to...
That's great. Glad you got that. Yay.
And I didn't open it. I got it like a week ago.
Oh my gosh, you didn't.
I was so good. I'm so good.
You are good. Because I would want to open it and read it and devour it.
Nope, I held off.
That's awesome. Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to sit back and...
Okay, last week I mentioned that I got, last time, that I got Manos de Uruguay Fino at Gauge.
Oh, yeah. You didn't actually have this
right.
Right.
So this is the single ply in a dark gray.
So fluffy.
Yes. It'll be great in a shawl.
Yeah.
Like the single ply is wonderful.
Yes.
Okay. So my mom was in Virginia this summer, and she went to Dirt Woman Fiber Arts, which is in Virginia. in Virginia. And they were closing. They were going to be closing at the end of the year. So they're still open now. But they had everything.
Closing the shop and the website? Oh.
Yep.
That's sad.
It is. And so they had everything at 40% off. And she bought enough for a sweater while she was there. I'm still pulling stuff out. And then when she came to my house, she was like, she called me and was like, look at the website, and I don't shop online very well for yarn. Not that this is going to look like that. But so then when she came to visit, we went on the website and looked at what there was on the website, and then we called them because they have a lot more in the store that they don't have online because they're not really an online presence. So I went a little nuts.
Plus, it was your birthday too, right?
Yes, and my mom's like, well, I'll get it for you for your birthday.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
I know. Yeah. So the first one is Road to China Light by the Fiber Company. Or it's not light, Road to China. In the Rhodolite.
I love that color.
And it is, this is it's just so wonderful. It's 65% baby alpaca, 10% cashmere, 10% camel, 15% silk.
Yep.
And it's like...
They are the master of the blend.
Oh my God,
the
blend.
luxury blend.
It feels so good. It's 159 yards for 50 grams. So that would make it like 300. So it's like a sport or a DK. I think it's a DK.
Yeah, it's not super fat.
It's not. Like it kind of looks like fingering.
Yeah.
Or sport. So then I got, they had Shibui Silk Cloud, which, mohair. But I loved how your hat turned out with the white.
That would be good too.
So I wanted to get some. I mean, they had lots of different colors, but I got the white to have that.
It just glows too.
Yes. Shalimar Yarns, which is one that I feel like I'd heard of before.
I have too.
But didn't really know it.
I've definitely heard of it.
Let
me hold one.
I think I got it. Okay, so I got 4 colors of this. The greenest sprout, this pinky color is called Frenchie.
Oh,
I know, which I think is the perfect color.
I already loved that color, and now I love it even more.
This hot pink is called Love Potion, and the creamy color is called Buttermilk.
Oh, cute.
And so
those are good colors.
They are, and look, they even look good together.
Just good, solid colors.
Yeah. So I have lots and lots of variegated in my stash. I did not have a lot of tonals. And
no,
so I kind of set
that's
the
why
goal.
I'm like, I love that because
Yeah. I set the
it's
goal.
good to have.
I needed more tonal.
When you're trying to do a fair isle, you needed it.
I needed it.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. Yeah. When you want to do fair isle,
right.
you need some solid colors.
Right.
I love that Frenchy one.
And
That's
I want to
so
do
cute.
some mosaic,
Yes.
which I haven't done, like,
Mm-hmm.
so, and it's good to have a tonal or a solid to go with all the variegated.
Exactly.
So this is all,
That's good.
Let's see. These 3 are the poly base, which is 60% superwash merino, 20% camel, 10% cashmere, and 10% silk.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
They do in a good blend too.
It's 420 yards to 100 grams. So
Pretty.
it's fingering. Then this is the breathless base, and this is 75% superwash merino, 15% cashmere, and 10% silk.
They're all very soft.
Yes. And again, 420 yards.
Very pretty.
Now I kind of want to do something with all 4 of those.
Right?
I'm sure I have something. Okay. Then Swan's Island. It's
That definitely is
handcrafted in
familiar.
Maine. Yes, I know. It sounds familiar to me also.
Even the label looks familiar.
So I got 3 colors.
Those look good together too.
This is a shocker that I got this color, right? Have I shown this 3 episodes in a row? Because
I'm all right with it.
I'm obsessed with it.
I approve this message.
So they are all 100% certified organic merino wool. And they are handcrafted, hand-dyed with all natural dyes also.
Oh, cool.
Which I can't believe you can
How?
get that depth of color out of a natural dye.
Using what?
Right? I know.
Cool.
Well, this colorway is called beetroot, so maybe it's beet.
I do love beets.
You do. I like the look,
God.
not the food. This is called
I'm
logwood.
having beets for lunch today, actually.
I'm not jealous.
I love them so much.
This actually, I feel
It's
like
called what?
logwood.
Oh, cute. It is.
Yeah.
That's an accurate name.
Yeah. And this one is called winterberry.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous brick red.
Yeah, it's showing up brighter.
But
It's and they look really good together.
They
They're
do.
Oh, I get to use one of my favorite British words. So autumnal. No one here says that.
No, nobody
It's the
says that.
best word. It's so autumnal.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Okay, so the other company that they had was Fiber Spates.
I've heard of that one too.
Right. I feel like I've heard of them too. And these are all tonals.
That's pretty.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You're just building your
8
stash.
skeins
It's
of
fine.
it. 8 skeins. So let me do the blues and greens first. Okay.
Love that one.
Yes. So this one is, I think, done the same way that the mustache yarn that I used in the
Because I had a
seashore
mini
cowl.
of that. And it's such an interesting.
Yes, because it looks like it's yellow that's overdyed with blue to get this green color. It's incredible.
Yeah, because like some of it is a little bit different. Yeah,
Like,
it does remind me of that.
that has
mustache
more
color.
yellow in it right there, and this is green, but it just looks like the color is on
Yeah.
top of something else.
So pretty.
So this is sea green. Sea green is the color.
Pretty accurate.
And this one is it's tiny print too. Deep forest, and it really is a deep forest color.
That one matches my shirt.
It does perfectly.
I need that.
Yes. This one I think might be one of my favorites. It's shoreline,
It's really pretty.
and it does look like a shoreline.
Yeah. That'll go with so much too.
So then this one is, they're all upside down. Lundy Island, which I'm gonna guess is a place in Maine, but it's kind of coppery. Like
It's really, I like that.
it has such, I really like the tonal aspect to it.
For sure.
The way, I mean, like this is brown and then kind of
It's
green.
not just a flat, but it's very subtle. Someone mowing in the rain?
Yes.
It's raining and someone's mowing.
Yes.
We cannot catch a break.
I know. This doesn't have a name, 80603.
It's really pretty too.
I want to say it's copper. Like,
Ooh.
I want to say that's what the colorway was. Because it really does look like copper.
Yeah, it does. It looks like an old penny.
Yeah. So
Not
then,
a new penny, an old penny.
An old penny, yeah. So then I have these three, which this is crocus. Yes, I thought it was crocus. And it does. It looks like crocus. Like it's purple and pretty and
very pretty.
I love.
Yes. I mean, I've basically bought that color several times. Right? Like that. Yeah. All of these though are speaking to me. I'm super proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. This is mixed magenta, and I actually bought 2 skeins.
What a great name.
I bought 2 because I was like, I could see making all of one thing out of this.
Yeah. Because and it is an interesting color how it kind of lighter and darker.
And this is spiced plum.
Oh.
And it just is a really pretty burgundy.
So pretty.
So.
Love.
Yes. Love, love. Oh, there's my other mixed magenta. So I
just love that color name.
These 2.
That could be together really pretty.
Yeah.
Love it.
I did not take 2 hours to do that.
That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad.
But that is my trophy.
That's fun.
Woo.
That's a little yarn porn for you.
It is.
Y'all all right?
And the thing is, I don't have a place to put these in. I mean, my regular stash organization is full, so I might have to rearrange my stash organization.
Just get another shelf.
I have another shelf. I have another shelf I can use.
You obviously need to get rid of something else.
Right.
That's the problem.
My 10,000 ribbons.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying. I use them as much as I can.
I know.
So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday. I told you
your
happy birthday on your birthday.
Yes.
But,
thank you.
Yeah. So freebies.
Oh yes, freebie.
We got to recover from the yarn porn and get some pattern porn.
Right. Woo! Have some things to make with all this yarn.
Right? Yes.
Right. So my theme this week, I finally got a theme.
Is it clowns? Because you were talking about your clown tassels.
No, it's not clowns. It's tassels.
Yay! I approve that theme. I love a tassel.
I love a tassel also. And, with enough practice, I'll actually...
So it really is pattern porn, because, tassels make me think of,
Yeah. It makes me think of that, too. Like, when I had the Italic shawl on,
and they're right there. It's like... I don't have to use my hands. That's a truly talented burlesque dancer doesn't use their hands to twirl their tassels. So it's pattern porn time.
So I used to, short story. I used to not be able to do this, right?
Ooh, okay.
I could not. I mean, I looked like I had a tick. Like, it was bad. But a friend of mine was like, no, just pretend you're bouncing a ping pong from side to side, a ping pong ball.
And that did it for you.
And that did it. I was like,
you just couldn't figure out the motion. The motion? That's hilarious.
It was so bad.
Aww.
I know. Yes, I was in my 30s before
I love
I learned
that
how to do
someone had
this.
to help you, pretend you are a ping pong paddle. Or that game where you go like this and it flop.
Where it goes,
That's
the clapper thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep, we have one of those.
The things you find out about your friends
on the knitting podcast.
Right. Yes. Okay, so the theme is tassels. These are all free. Oh, I already like that one.
Right? It's called Hello Tourist. And was that Daisy?
That was Daisy, snorting or something at us. We were too loud. Our laughter woke her up. She did. She totally just did the neighborly you're too loud, and then stomped off. So funny.
So what I like about this
really
one
cute.
is I think it still uses 2 skeins, but because the tassels are made from the smaller contrast color,
that is cute.
Yeah, and that's one of the newer. That one came out recently. This one is the next one is Etoile Maritime, and I think it's called that because it is such a fishnet
like a net,
lace.
Yeah, how cool.
And then it has tassels. It's a triangle, and without the tassels, it would be too light.
Yeah.
But with the tassels, it weighs it. It lets it lay right.
That's cute, and that's a good Texas shawl because it's not always cold.
Right. Exactly.
It's never cold, except for last week when I was freezing.
Right.
Ooh.
The next is Java Wrap, and I
think I've seen that one before, and I
think
love
you
it.
have too. I want to say it might be like part of a Lion Brand promotion because it's
Could
made
be.
with Lion Brand yarn. And I don't normally put them into Weebie Freebies because they always have free stuff. But I really
Yeah,
like
that
this.
is very
I mean,
cool.
it's huge.
I love the like serape look of it. Yeah.
And even though it's huge, it has larger sections of open lace panel of just, again, like a net lace.
What weight?
Let's see, worsted. But I could see doing it in a fingering weight. Because, I mean, that's a sweater.
I mean, it's a
for
blanket.
us.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah. And it's a triangle again, so it has a tassel on each corner.
Very cool.
Or each point, I guess. There's no corners in triangle. Or no. Are they
A
considered
corner.
corners?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm okay with it.
This one, I was like, how did they do that? So it has teeny tiny little tassels.
Oh no, I want it so bad.
Right?
Did you look it up?
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, how did they do that?
I need to
read
look.
it. And I mean, look at that.
Well, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Right. It looks like little confetti. It's so adorable. And the way they do it is you don't make the tassel ahead of time. You
Is
somehow
it like a wrap?
attach no, you do it after you've already knit the whole thing, but somehow you just wrap the yarn through where you're attaching it, and then you make the tassel.
Oh my god.
So
cute.
it's not like you have to make a ton of little tassels on a frame
so
or
it's
something.
also kind of fun and a new technique. So, okay, that is really cute.
Yeah, it's adorable. And then the last one, this again is
Whoa.
a giant something.
Yeah, it is.
It's called Sailing Stone Shawl, but it's so dramatic. Like, I almost want to make it into a sweater. Like,
yeah, like with
where you attach
it.
the front and the, like there. You would attach that there so that you then just have
those
the back.
big O tassels. Like the exact opposite of the previous one.
Right.
We've covered all the tassel sizes.
Tassel sizes, yep. Because this is a bulky yarn.
Wow.
And again, this is with Universal Yarn, so I
Gotcha.
don't normally put the yarn companies in here, but it's just
too cool.
It's too cool. I love it because in that first picture, it almost looks like a sweater.
Yeah, it does.
So like,
It
I
does.
want it to be a sweater.
Almost like your shishui.
Yes. Yes, like the shisui. Shisui.
I don't think either of us said it right the first time.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. So that's Weebie Freebies.
Way cool.
Tassel, tassel, tassel.
Tassel edition.
I know.
I love it. Okay, well, we don't have anything new to share with Camp Woolslayers, but just, again, save the date. It's the weekend after Mother's Day, so May 17th, 18th, and 19th. No new details, but, you know.
Because it's a ways away.
It's a ways away. Yep. I think that's it.
I think so too.
Okay, well, this was lovely.
Yeah. Always fun.
And we will see you next time.
Don't forget to slay.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.